Hi, Craig Howard here. Sitting on the stage of our church. It's set up right now. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's set up right now for our rehearsal for our Christmas program, for our Christmas play. And I want to invite you to come out on Christmas Eve if you're not doing anything else, or if you can, come out to Break Church of the Brethren on Christmas Eve. And I think 6:30 it starts, and see what I think is going to be a really good, a very entertaining, a very funny Christmas play. So I hope you can make it if you're in the area. Hallie gave me another word, and actually she gave me several. But one of the words was excitement. And I think about what we've been doing in preparing for this Christmas play, and the excitement that is in it, and the excitement that kind of centers around Christmas. But I went back and I thought about the excitement that surrounded the first Christmas. And I thought about the time when Mary first visited her cousin Elizabeth. Her cousin Elizabeth was going to give birth to John the Baptist. And so they were both pregnant about the same time. And it says in Luke chapter 1, verse 39, it says, "Now Mary arose in those days and went to the hill country with haste to the city of Judah, and entered the house of Zacharias and greeted Elizabeth." And I want you to notice what happened next. And it happened when Elizabeth heard the greeting of Mary, that the babe, that's John the Baptist, that the babe leaped in her womb. Now, there's a lot of pictures of excitement that take place. There's a lot of excitement that surrounded the birth of Jesus, and there's a lot of things that we could think about that were exciting. The travel of the wise men, the whole thing about Herod hunting them, all sorts of things, were pretty crazy. Of course, that happened a little time after Jesus was born. But before Jesus is ever born, when John the Baptist, who's going to be the forerunner of Jesus, when he hears Mary's voice, somehow he recognized that this was the mother of the Son of God. This was the one that was carrying the Son of God in her womb. The Bible said the baby got so excited he leaped in Elizabeth's womb. It wasn't an ideal location to show excitement. It wasn't an ideal setting to show excitement. Elizabeth followed it up with a song of praise to God. She was excited about what was going on. Then Mary went through a song of praise in excitement of what was taking place. So there was all kinds of excitement. But I want you to understand, this was not an easy set of circumstances for either Elizabeth, whose husband had been struck dumb because he didn't believe, he had been struck mute because he didn't believe what the angel said was going to happen. And Mary is still an unwed mother in a time when unwed mothers could have been stoned to death for being an unwed mother before their marriage. So, I mean, this was a tough time for both of these ladies. And yet their lives were filled with excitement. I don't know what you might be going through right now. Christmas isn't always a time of wonder and magic and majesty. Some people are going through some difficult times right now. I was talking to a family just tonight that's going through a very difficult time. But that doesn't mean that there still is an excitement in our lives about the fact that Christmas represents the fact that Jesus loved us so much that he left heaven and came to earth for us. That's something to be excited about. Regardless of what the circumstances are in your life right now, you can find excitement in the fact that God loved you enough to send his only begotten Son into this world to pay a sin debt that you and I owed. That's exciting. That's exciting that God loves us that much. That's exciting for the opportunity it represents for us to know God intimately. That's exciting that we have that message that we can share. That's exciting that we can celebrate that. No matter what your circumstances are right now. And I know that some of you that are listening to this, you're actually dreading Christmas because there's been bad stuff happening in your life. And it's like, how can I celebrate Christmas when things are so difficult? Or maybe you're a teenager and you're going through a hard time with your parents or a hard time with some friends. Or maybe you're in college and you're going through a hard time at school struggling through studies. Maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend just broke up with you. I know sometimes it's hard. But we can still find excitement in what Christmas represents. It represents hope for you and me. There's another word. So, the word for today, for the Christmas word for today, is excitement. Are you excited about what Christmas means? I hope so. I hope you have a day filled with good excitement and filled with blessing. God bless you.